Hello peoples, it's been a long time since I made a video about what's on my mind and expressing my thoughts on my videos. I just want to start off and say, uh, God bless, for me finally bouncing back, getting back and getting structure added in my life. I just want to say that. But anyways, I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about, of course, always. A lot of people hate it. Some people love it. The system of white supremacy, like always. And the things I see in the media, the things I see in the tablets, the things I see on the media websites and all that, man, it's like, black people, when we gonna finally understand we have to do for self and stop playing these games? It's 2016, and I'm trying to apply myself more with the knowledge I know myself. But I understand, though, it starts with you. You gotta attain knowledge of self. You gotta read. We gotta turn off the empire. I know it's gonna be hard for a lot of black folks to do, but we have to do it, man, and get serious about understanding our reality and stop playing. And with that being said, at the end of the day, we know some of us aren't going to make it. Some of us going to just rebel against the information. Some of us don't want to hear it. Hey, what they do? That's them. They want to stay, what's the old saying? You go along just to get along. That's them. We got plenty of sisters and brothers that's like that. That's how they want to roll. That's how they want to roll. We can't worry about them. As a matter of fact, it don't take 100,000 of us. It's going to be 2 or 3, 4 of us make something happen. We got to be serious about this. And, I'm still seeking out like-minded sisters and brothers where we can exchange views and information how, we can do something. Link up brothers and sisters with different cities, bigger cities, things like that. Because this shit is serious, man. At the end of the day, like I said, it's not about hating white folks. I don't hate white folks, you know what I mean? But I tolerate white folks like they tolerate us. That's just truth be told in my thinking. They tolerate us because I feel like they don't have to. They just because, hey, they're entertainment. That's basically how we see it. They're entertainment. Hey, long as they okay how things are going, and we don't have a number of them question how things are going, we okay. We control the media. We control then everything they can think of, what they know, how they feel about things, how they think about things. We indoctrinate them on the way we want them to think about the reality or the perception of things, how we want them to think about it. And, we got to come out that mindset and start having, literature for ourselves, mathematics, philosophy, psychology, all type of social sciences, branches of financial means that reflects to our condition and that our kids understand, and that our people will understand. My bad, somebody was texting me. And, implement that into our society and stop playing and stop being on this individualism shit. We're not going to move nowhere as individual fingers. We're going to move somewhere as a fist, as a group, you know what I mean? And try to aggregate this money and our resources and the tools we have and try to compete against the other groups out here and try to pull our wealth together and resources to build ourselves up and have some structures and some institutions that can allow us to continue to further ourselves and formulate that through some type of power. It's all about power. And we are at the bottom when it comes to power. Now, some will say, which could possibly be true, individual black people in this society got individual so-called power. But we know that's false because we're in the system of white supremacy. I would say they're in better position to make stuff happen, I would say. And you know who they are. You got some good black folks out there with some money that's trying to do what they can. But like I said, we have to pull it together. We ain't going to win out here as individuals. Somebody 200 miles away got something but don't want to, try to extend to another brother that might be on the same page or just as them because of the situation, how we've been programmed. And the programming is deep. Like, when I start getting conscious and aware and alert and awake to what's going on, it was like surreal. I was overwhelmed, like, to see how our people act and how we condition. It's like 21st century slavery mentally, and it's like we still repeating a lot of the same behaviors and patterns we did when we was back in the day when we was in bondage. And it's crazy. And these people use different ways and methods to do it, but it's still the same old way they do it. It's just, what's the old saying? Things change, remain the same. And since the system perpetuates itself, white people no longer need to be on top of us black folks, beating us, smacking us, and doing all type of brutal shit towards us, because the system perpetuates itself through the language, through the imagery, through the symbols. It tells white people how to communicate with each other, those who believe in racism, and who practice it. Not all white people, like Dr. Fuller says, but it's hard to tell when the society is dominated by that culture. So it's me, I would think, in my thinking, as a so-called, democracy we stay in, which is not the truth. I'm suspecting every white person I encounter to be a racist, because they practice racism in many different forms, through violence, through deceit, through kindness. You know what I mean? They do all types of ways they practice their culture, and we can't get it twisted. Now, I'm not saying go around and just, be on bullshit what white people know and just be on bullshit. No. Just understand how to conduct yourself around and how to interact with these people without being victimized and keep your attendance up. It's hard, but you can't fall asleep at the wheel. You got to make sure your eyes open, ears are peeled, and you listen to what's going on. And same for black folks. We got to stop these tacky-ass interactions, man. It's like we don't know how to interact with each other without doing shit, without shit falling apart. It's just a disgrace. We got to get out that mindset. We got to learn how to participate in the system without allowing us to cause us to self-destruct and detriment and harm ourselves. And we don't understand that. A lot of this is aimed at us is to cause us to self-destruct without us knowing it, because we don't understand the reality we're living in. That's why we got to read Dr. Fred Quest Welsing's work. We got to read Neely Fuller Jr.'s work. We got to read Ivan Serma's work, Dr. John Clark, Dr. Yosef Brikhan, I think that's his name right, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Barbara Sizemore, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, Zaza Ali, Professor Griff, Dr. James Smalls, Dr. Joy DeGruy, Camille Yarbrough, there's a lot of the teachers out there. I just can't remember right now. Asa Hilliard. We got a lot of black intellectuals out there that speak in truth to our reality and try to help us understand who we are. And we are very important people like these other groups. We are just as important as the rest of these groups out here, if not more important. We are the only people who are gifted with melanin, this incredible power to have. It's like our armor, our protection. We're gifted in so many ways, not just athletically and physically, but mentally too. We got to embrace that and love being black, and stop trying to copycat what they're doing. That's not our culture. This is their culture. We're just guests in other people's culture, and we're trying to blend their culture into some culture that we think we have or we don't. Our value system is weak. So we got to start determining who we're going to be as a people and the race we're going to go into. And stop looking for other people to guide us, especially people that know that they don't have our best interests. It's us versus them. We don't have any friends. Dr. John Henry Clark told us we don't have any friends, black people. We don't. All we can ask for these white people to do for us to be honest about how racism works and what it is, and give us information on it, and we got to go from there. They're willing to talk honest about racism and give us insight how white people work and how they practice it. We're good. If a white person, so-called white person, that's your friend or your boyfriend or girlfriend, can't be honest with you about the system, how it works, and will harm you and destroy you, they do not need to be your friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, because they're allowing your mistreatment. These white people, I don't care if they poor or they rich, man. In some shape or form, they understand what racism is and how it works. In some shape or form, how it's practiced. If they're not willing to be honest with you as a non-white person, why are you even fucking with them? Why are you even fucking with them? Why? Don't forget, we got history of baggage on our back about negativity and inferiority because of these people. Not us, not our doing. They place these indoctrinators with these stereotypes about us being inferior and just negative and just violent and all type of shit, sexual objects and bucks and brutes. Not us. Don't forget the black minstrel shows where they dressed up in black people's face paint, where they made fun of us. They are dedicated to that. Now, it's more refined, so it don't look like what it is, but it's there. The situation, the system, perpetuates itself 24/7, 24/7 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a year, non-stop globally. Like I said, they don't need to have shotguns in your face, black people, to let you know that they are dominant and you are still in a subordinate fucking position. They're going to do anything they can, those who believe in white supremacy, to maintain white dominance over non-whites, if they believe in it. And it's a lot of them that do. And they don't have to show you, because they'll show you, but they can tell you through how they do things. And they're magical. So it's my job to watch these people, because they control and dictate everything we're going to get and receive, black folks. So stop playing like it's a game. We got to wake the fuck up. For real, repair the damage out here. All this damage and this filth, and it's terrible, man, you know. And it's not preaching hate to anybody. I'm preaching truth. We deserve the truth. We've been lied to so fucking long that we're just insane with it. But, you know, I just want to get off my mind. Peace and love. Thank you.